You can't determine who's an Israelite based on their appearance. Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Akakwadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai. And this lesson is going to be about how you cannot determine who's an Israelite based on their appearance, because that is being carnal. You got to go by the spirit. Okay? Because the Most High does not judge or determine who's an Israelite by appearance. The Most High determines who is an Israelite by the spirit. Okay? It's not impossible for the Heavenly Father to put an Israelite spirit inside of a so-called white body. So a lot of you guys who are saying that Eminem is not an Israelite, you're saying Bubba Sparks is not an Israelite, you're saying Tom Brady is not an Israelite, you're saying Blake Griffin is not an Israelite. Well, there's nothing spiritual about you. Okay? How dare you call yourself a follower of the anointed, but you're not walking according to the Holy Scriptures tell you to walk. Yahweh Shai said, "He that believeth on me, as the Scriptures have said." Not according to your own heart, because when you read Proverbs, 28 verse 26, it tells you that he that trusteth in his own heart is a fool. But whoso walketh wisely, he shall be delivered. Okay? Because the Holy Scriptures also tell you that the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. So you can't determine who's an Israelite just by how they look. Okay? And let me ask you this. Is it impossible for the Most High to take an Edomite spirit and put it inside of a so-called brown body with woolly hair? No, it's not impossible. And as a matter of fact, there are millions of Edomites on this planet with brown skin and woolly hair. You going to tell me they're Israelites? No, an Israelite is determined by the spirit. Okay, it's time for you guys to wise up, man. Okay? Don't be walking around looking like a bunch of dummies, because that's exactly what y'all are. I'm just calling it how I see it. You guys are a bunch of dummies. You can't judge by who's an Israelite based on their outward appearance. John chapter 7 verse 24. Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment. And how do you do that? You go by the Spirit. Okay? It may not look like a duck, but if it gets down like one, that's a duck. Okay? I'm just spiritually speaking. He may not look like an Israelite to you, but if this dude is getting down on the field, if he's getting down out there, that dude's an Israelite. That's a Jake. Okay? Bruce Lee's a Jake. Just watch his movies, man. Those facial expressions, the way he danced around his enemies, his dedication to Kung Fu, Jeet Kune Do. Come on, man. You're not going to tell me that dude is not an Israelite. I can tell you that dude is an Israelite. Okay? Them sounds he make with his attacks. Come on, man. That's Jake. This is the book of John chapter 6 verse 63. It is the spirit. It didn't say the flesh. It said it is the spirit that quickeneth. The flesh profiteth nothing. The words that Yahweh shall speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. They are spirit and they are life. So the spirit is where it's at. You got to go by the spirit. You can't be like that dude is not an Israelite because he look like a so-called white person. There's Israelites that look like Arabs. There's Israelites that look like so-called white people. There's Israelites that look like so-called Jews. There's Israelites that look like Hamites, Africans. There's Israelites that look like Hawaiians. There's Israelites that look like Israelites. There's Israelites that look like Chinese people. Israelites that look like Japanese people. There's Israelites that look like East Indians. So you got to go by the spirit. Romans chapter 8 verse 16. The spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the living power. Who's the living power? Yahweh, the father of all spirits, okay? The Most High created the first spirit, which is Yahushai. Okay? And then Yahushai made the Israelites and the angels and so forth, and as well as the other nations. Okay? You gonna tell Yahushai this dude is not an Israelite because he look like a so-called white person? How fucking plain can you be, man? How plain can you be? What are you, a pedestrian? How plain can you be? You gonna tell me he's not an Israelite because he looks like an African? No, shut up. You gotta go by the spirit, man, not by outward appearance. If the Most High wakes somebody up to the truth, he reveals the truth. And let me tell you something else. The Most High is not going to bring heathens in the truth either. So that's a straight up cut. The scriptures say the promises is only for Israel. The Most High is not going to bring no heathen into the truth. Okay? He never have, he never will. The scriptures say the name of the Lord is dreadful among the heathen. This is the book of 1 Samuel chapter 16 verse 7. But Yahweh said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord, the Most High and the Son, seeth not as man seeth. Right, because man go by outward appearance. You know, being plain and simple-minded. For man looketh on the outward appearance. You know, that's you guys out there. You know, you think somebody's an Edomite just by how they look. You think somebody's an Arab just by how they look. Nah, you got to go by the spirit. The spirit inside that body, that's what matters. But Yahweh looketh on the heart, which is where the spirit dwells. You see? I'm going to close out with this. The book of Acts. Let me see. Is it 2? It might be. It might be the second chapter. If not, let me see. Okay, here we go. Acts chapter 2, verse 5. And there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men out of every nation. Come on, man. Come on, man. And this was 2,000 years ago. How much more now? So there's going to be Israelites that's going to look like the other nations. Okay? If an Israelite man pops a woman and gets her pregnant, and that baby come out looking like a Chinese, Blackanese, a Japanese, that baby might come out looking like an Arab. Guess what? That baby is still an Israelite. Okay? Yeah, and in some cases, a baby's looks might be determined by his mother. But the man is the one that carries the seed. Sperma, which goes back to the Greek sperma, which means sperm. So your nationality is based on who your father is, not by how you look. With that, I'm going to say shalom. It's on to the next one.